Are you wondering why nobody is saving your pins? How come you are not getting as many saves to your content as you used to get on Pinterest? My name is Tereza Toledo. I am a Pinterest marketing expert and I help business owners and creators to build their audience on Pinterest and monetize. I've been hearing a lot of people asking this question: how can I get more saves to my pins? How can I get people to see and save my content? Well, there are different things that you can do and different reasons why people are not saving your content, or even why people are saving certain types of content. Please make sure to subscribe and watch until the end so you know exactly how to get more saves. First, let's talk about what is going on with Pinterest in general. You probably heard about fluctuations, more views, less impressions, more impressions, promoted pins, Pinterest maybe pushing more the content that's being paid, Pinterest pushing more a certain type of pin like idea pins or different other things. And Pinterest is always changing things, is always testing things, is always updating how the content is distributed. Actually, the famous algorithm never stops, never stays a certain way. They are always trying different things. So we are hearing a lot of talk, for example, that Pinterest now is giving idea pins a little less push and giving more of a push to standard pins and to video pins. But however Pinterest is doing, we need to adjust and adapt, and there is a way. Also, let's keep in mind that historically we have seen that depending on the time of the year, people are taking more action, such as clicking on the pins to go to the website to buy, to find out more. And other times of the year, they are saving more so they can come back to it later. Basically, what we see is that pretty much when we have the summer months in the northern hemisphere, pretty much between May all the way to maybe August, we see that people save more content so they can come back later. While in the other months, they're ready to take action. They're even going back to the saved content to take action. And that's totally normal. We see that ebb and flow in save. But now, this is the most important part, and I really want you to keep watching, because this is what's going to make you change what's going on in regards of saves. This is what's going to help you get more saves, okay? So, what makes somebody save a pin? We even ask this question in the PBC, which is the Pinterest business community, because we really wanted to hear from other creators and other Pinterest users what would make them decide to save a pin. And the most common answers are: number one, they save something that makes sense to them, that is relevant, that is new, that is original, that they really like. Two, they save something that they want to use later, that they liked so much that they want to come back to it and take action. They don't want to forget about it. Three, they want to save something that they think they may not remember without saving. So the reason to save is that, again, just like this number two, so they can revisit it later. But if we think about it, the main reason somebody saves is because they like the content, because it makes sense to them, because it resonates with what they're looking for, because it is something that they definitely see as somehow interesting, valuable, attractive, that, you know, they like it so much that they want to keep it for them. So how can you create content that your audience will want to save? We always talk about creating content with authenticity, which is pretty much putting out your voice, your brand, what you like, and not create content for the algorithm. We don't want to be creating content just so we get the views and we get the saves. We want to be creating content that actually attracts the right people who will take action. However, if you're only thinking about yourself when you're creating content, people are not going to save it. When you're using Pinterest or any platform with the goal of building an audience, of being seen, of marketing your brand, your product, your business, yourself, You need to connect with your audience. Now, how do you connect with your audience? In order to connect with your audience, you need to understand them. Also, you need to know what makes their hearts beat faster, what makes them pretty much want more. What is it that they're looking for? And not just that, but how is it that they're searching for that content? So if your audience is interested in home decor, novelties, different styling, different ways to decorate throughout the year and all, I want you to think about your audience and think about them. What is it that they're looking for? What kind of things are they searching for? And not just that, what words are they using to search for that? And the reason is, if you want to get more saves, not only your content needs to make sense with what your audience is searching for, your content needs, your pins, your idea pins need to answer the questions that they are asking. But also, if you don't know the keywords being used, that content is not going to be put in front of the right eyes who is searching for that content. So it's not enough to create valuable content that you know your audience will love and will want to keep and will want to remember later. But also, when you create that content, when you create your idea pins or standard pins or your video pins, when you create the text overlay that goes on the image, when you create the pin title, the pin description, and even the boards where that pin will go, you need to use the proper keywords that people are searching for. Because it doesn't matter how good it is, doesn't matter how well it connects with your audience if the audience that is looking for it cannot see it. So when you create content, your followers usually will see your content first, and depending on how well, how fast they engage with it, they comment, they save, they click on it, Pinterest will see, okay, this content is valuable and should be shown to more people who are also interested in this. So this is one way. The other way is the search, right? So for the content show up on the search feed, when people type in on the search bar, your content needs to align with the keywords that people are using to search for it. Now, how do you do that? Pinterest search bar. If you create whatever content it is that you create, whatever pin, idea pin, whatever product that you're sharing, you always need to know what keywords people are using to search for that. So go in on that search bar, type in a few words that are related, that you believe that make sense for that pin, for that idea pin, for that video, and see how Pinterest auto-completes the bar. That little sentence that you're seeing there pretty much is telling you, hey, people are searching for this type of stuff using these words. That's one way. Now, the other way that you want to do, I want you to use the Pinterest Trends tool. The Pinterest Trends tool, it's a little bit more restricted, of course, a little bit less broad than what we find on the search bar. However, it shows us live, and it also shows us throughout the year how people are searching for certain keywords. So get those keywords that you found, put them on the Pinterest Trends tool, which looks like the search bar, and see how you can make it a little bit more specific. The more specific you go, the better chances you have of your content being shown to the right person. Now, we hear people asking sometimes about third-party tools that we can use to search keywords. I do not recommend it. There is even one specific tool that I tried, that I tested. However, a lot of those tools, they are not API approved, and they request you to connect your Pinterest account to them. The problem is, because they're not approved, once you connect, your account may be shut down because you're using something that is not approved. You're using a tool that scrapes information from Pinterest in a way that Pinterest is not okay. That goes against the Pinterest community guidelines. So avoid those tools. You can do that using your Pinterest account. Some people talk about using the ads manager, the part on Pinterest where you can create promoted pins to find keywords. It could be an option. However, it's going to show you so many keywords, and it's not going to show you images, and you may even use it. It's totally up to you, but depending on how you're creating your content and how you are managing and growing your account, it's totally fine just to use the Pinterest search bar and the Pinterest trends tool. So once you create content that aligns with what your audience wants, that is valuable, that is something that they want to save for later, and that you have the keywords and you're creating that content in a way that Pinterest will distribute, here is the last, not most important, but really important tip for you. I want you to use a call to action. People need to be told what to do. Hey, subscribe if you want to learn more about Pinterest, and keep watching until the end so you know how to create the proper call to action. So a call to action is pretty much a little thing, just like I did a call to action. I asked you to subscribe, I asked you to watch until the end. This is a call to action. So if you want your pins to be saved more, I want you to tell people, save this for later. Make sure to save this. Write on the text overlay of your idea pin, you will want to save this, or this is save worthy, or even save for more, save for later. Also, right, if you are talking, if you're creating a video, you can ask people, hey, save this for later. You like this idea pin? Save for more. Write down on the caption, write down on the pin title, on the pin description, and even on the text overlay. You can even use some of the little stickers that Pinterest has, or if you don't want to use the sticker that Pinterest has and you're using other platforms to create, such as TikTok, you're using TikTok to create your idea pins, they have some really cool save for later, save disposed pins that I highly recommend you to use. So once you're asking people, telling them, hey, this is good, save it for later, trust me, people will do it. And this is how you're gonna get more saves. Now make sure to check the resources that I have below to help you optimize your Pinterest account, to find your keywords, and watch my next video for more.